Hi everyone, welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. My name is Artem, and here is the news. For 438 days, Ukraine defends itself against the Russian invasion. Last night, Russian forces attacked Ukraine with Shahed drones and missiles, reports Ukrainska Pravda. Ukrainian air defense destroyed all 35 drones that attacked. In particular, according to the local authorities, 30 of them were destroyed over Kyiv. Remnants of these drones caused fire and destruction in various districts of Kyiv. So far, it is known about 4 people who were injured. The military informed that the enemy directed missiles against the Odessa region, the warehouse of one of the food enterprises, and at the recreation area on the Black Sea coast. Alexander Syrsky, commander of the Ukraine's ground forces, said that Russian troops are intensifying shelling in Bakhmut and regrouping, reports Babel. He visited Ukraine's warriors in areas where hostilities are ongoing and met combat unit commanders. According to him, the invaders have started using more advanced equipment and are regrouping their forces. This suggests that the enemy isn't going to alter its plans and is doing everything within its powers to establish control over Bakhmut and continue mounting the offensive. Syrsky noted that Russia's ambition is to capture the city of Bakhmut in time for 9th of May, when Moscow celebrates Victory Day, a holiday commemorating the 1945 victory over Nazi Germany. The General Staff of Ukraine informed earlier that Bakhmut has been attacked with incendiary and phosphorus ammunition. We would really appreciate if you could recommend us to your friends and family, as well as share information on social media. This way more people would learn about the podcast and truth about Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Deputy Defense Minister of Ukraine Volodymyr Havrilov believes that Russia will be in panic when Ukraine launches its counteroffensive, reports Ukrainska Pravda. Havrilov said in an interview with The Independent that the Russians still don't understand that their propaganda is demonstrating a false picture of what is actually happening on the ground. And this war will be won on the ground, not on the TV screens, not on the internet. He said that holding the eastern city of Bakhmut was a key element of Ukraine's preparations for the counteroffensive. Maintaining a foothold in the fortress of Bakhmut has allowed Ukraine to expose the fact that the Russian war machine is not of the quality we saw a year ago when Russia launched the full-scale invasion of Ukraine. He added that after months of attritional conflict, the situation on the ground might see rapid developments. I can only say that we are doing everything possible to end the war as quickly as possible. I would like 2023 to be a year of victory, Havrilov said. In November last year, Havrilov said that by the end of December 2022, Ukrainian forces might enter Crimea and predicted that the war with Russia would be over by summer 2023. At the same time, Czech President Petr Pavel has privately warned the Ukrainian leadership against the disaster of a hurried counteroffensive. In an interview with The Guardian, Pavel said that during recent meetings in Kyiv, he warned that Ukraine's armed forces lacked the element of surprise that contributed to the successful assault on Kharkiv and Kherson oblasts last autumn. War hero and former general Pavel said that Kyiv recognizes that there are gaps in Ukraine's ability to attack Russian troops successfully. Apparently, they still have a feeling that they do not have everything to successfully start an operation, Pavel said. The Czech president stressed that it will be extremely harmful to Ukraine if this counteroffensive fails because they will not have another chance, at least not this year. According to him, Ukraine will inevitably face terrible losses regardless of the strength of its troops. They cannot afford to fail. Head of the Wagner mercenaries Yevgeny Prigozhin said that he received the combat instruction, presumably from the Russian Defense Ministry, saying that the soldiers would receive ammunition and weapons, reports Дзеркало Тижня. According to Prigozhin, his units will receive enough ammunition to continue further operations. Earlier, he publicly threatened to withdraw Wagner troops from Bakhmut on May 10th due to the lack of ammo. The Highlights from Ukraine podcast is a commercial initiative of just 2 people, and we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the app, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we are getting better.
We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.